I have a giant mess of Shrouded Fable booster packs that have been opened that are just lying all over the place. It's an absolute disaster. I opened up over 1,000 packs, just over 1,000 packs, all for this. This is the custom-made binder featuring the Fan Clan Master Set for Shrouded Fable. This thing is absolutely slapping, or top shelf, if you want to call it that. I don't know why I say those things, but it is what it is. This is yours. This is one of you gets to have this. Huge shout out again to the Unlucky Collector. Go give him a follow on Instagram for putting together this amazing custom etched binder. It's completely filled with every single card from Shrouded Fable, except for the promos from the Elite Trainer Box, because those don't release now until the 23rd. Everything else is in here, and this is getting given to one of you. One of you gets to win an entire master set of Shrouded Fable, and if you want to be that person, all you have to do is make sure to head over to this video right over here. This is the thumbnail for it, and leave a like and a comment on that video. And then make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So if you scroll down and that subscribe button is like red with white text still, you have to click that, and then it should go like gray or something like that. I don't even know how it really works. Click that. Make sure you're subscribed, leave a like and a comment on this video up here. Boom, you are entered. Come back on August 23rd. We will have a video that comes out on August 23rd. At the beginning of the video, we will announce the winner of the Shrouded Fable Master Set. Good luck. I hope, I wish I could give away a master set to everybody. That would be absolutely awesome. But 1,000 packs was already a lot. In essence, it's really not that much compared to some of the other sets. Like the last set, Twilight Masquerade, was absolutely nutty. We opened up like 3,000 packs in order to pull the master set for that. Paldea Evolved was also very rough. I think that one was like 1,800 packs for the most part, I would say. A lot of the Scarlet and Violet era sets have been around 1,100, 1,200-ish packs, somewhere around there, with the exception of Obsidian Flames, which was like 300 packs. Like Obsidian Flames was super easy. Pull rates were super easy, and then they changed pull rates because they were too easy. But it gets expensive, like, right? It's a very, very expensive. And we're going to talk about just how expensive it is. And I usually like to record one of these videos every set release, so that way you can see what it looks like if you decide to open up a bunch of booster packs, and why it's so important to really buy singles. Like, have fun. Enjoy opening the set. That's what it's all about. Like the mystery, the lore, like cracking booster packs. There's nothing like it. It's a lot of fun, and you do have that fun cost associated with it, and I get it. It's a form of entertainment. It's great to chase. Like, even if you do it spread out, buy some packs, save some. That's kind of a problem for a lot of people, saving the packs and then just ripping through them slowly. But have fun opening it, but ultimately don't overdo it. Stick to your budget, and then kind of buy singles to fill out master sets if you're a master set collector. And we're going to talk about just how bad it is to open up 1,000 booster packs of a set, and how much money you actually lose. And I usually like to record one of these. Last time I think I did it prior to a set release, so that way you could see what it looked like when you were capturing pre-order prices. Usually I'll do it well after a set releases, so that way you see how far of a loss it hits. This time we're doing it fairly early, so really opening weekend is when I kind of pulled all the information for this video, all of the dollar amounts of what these cards are selling for. I think I pulled it on Sunday night, so that way you can see what it looks like if you open up like 1,000 packs on release day as a store owner or as an individual, and you're like, I'm going to sell my duplicates. This is what it looks like opening weekend. But before I jump into that, I do want to just start out with a story. If you don't want to hear my stories, I get it. I ramble a lot, so you just fast forward like 3 minutes. It'll be a quick story. I'm going to try and keep this as quick as possible. But I think it's important to understand where everybody is at in the hobby and where I was when I first started getting back into the hobby. So near the end of the black and white era, I started researching a little bit when it comes to Pokemon card collecting. I wanted to get back into the game a little bit. I wanted to find staples and things like that. I started buying some collections on eBay. Cards, lots filled with bulk cards and things like that I can kind of sort through and kind of get a feel for where the game was at. And I started understanding a lot more, and it got to the point where I was like, right before the XY era dropped. So XY base was the next set that came out. It was just turning over to a new generation. A lot of people were excited and things like that. I was like, wow, I wonder what it's like if you go out and you buy booster packs. I'm sure people have thought this before. What if I just buy Pokemon cards, open them up, and then sell the hits? Just sell the hits. Can I make money doing that in that typical Fanny fashion? I thought, well, maybe that will work. And you can let me know in the comment section if you've ever been at this point before. So I remember sitting in my office at work, and then lunch break hit, and I was like, okay, it's opening day for XY base. I'm going to drive over to my local Toys R Us, and I'm going to look to see if they have any new XY base packs. So I drove down there, and they had this giant display of Pokemon cards, and I was like, all right, nobody's here buying Pokemon cards except me. That's fine. I'm going to pick 5 packs. I'm going to buy them and I'm going to see what I can do with them. So I just bought 5 packs. So it was like $20, $25, somewhere around that area. And I bought them. I took them back. I opened them up. I was like a little kid on Christmas. It was a lot of fun because these were obviously new Pokemon to me. I was out of the game for a period of time where I didn't really know what the new gen looked like. And I pulled a full art Evital and I pulled a full art Venusaur. And I think the other 3 packs I got absolutely nothing. But I'm looking things up and I look at the Venusaur and it's like $20, $25. I'm like, oh, this covers like the cost of all the packs. So I sold the Venusaur. I sold the Evital. They were both like $20 to $25. I probably got like $50 out of the pair. Then I took off shipping, things like that. So I would say that I netted like $40 somewhere on there, which meant I profited like $15. And I was like, well, this is easy. Anybody should be able to do this. Why don't you do this? And then I went and bought like 30 packs. I pulled nothing. I pulled absolutely nothing. I pulled some regular arts. I don't remember what I pulled. It was not good. I basically lost, everything, just a bunch of bulk cards. And that's the problem with opening Pokemon cards, right? That's the mystery. That's the fun. But it's not, it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work to buy, even at wholesale prices. Like, even after I started my business, even opening, this is a loss all the time. There is no good way to say it. There's no good way to go about it. I think the best set ever was probably Team Up. When Team Up first came out, that was probably the best set where it made sense to open cards because you had like the Holo Rare Jirachi, you had the Zapdos, you had a rare Charizard, and then you also had all the ultra rares that were on top of it. I remember the Holo Jirachi from Team Up was selling more than the alternate art Latias and Latios at the time. It was like a $30 card. The Latias and Latios nobody really cared about at the time, but the Jirachi was so playable, and you pull more of them. So that was the only time it really made sense. But Shrouded Fable is not one of those sets that makes sense. So we opened up 1,000 booster packs in order to pull the Master Set. I think we opened up like 1,008 total or something like that. You can go back and watch the video from last Friday if you want to see actually how the pull rates all break down and what you can expect out of your booster box sample size. We will cover it here in just a second here, but these are the regular arts in the set, and I just kind of put the quantities up there. I apologize if it's a little tough to read. I try my best to make it. I can see the font. It's just not ideal, but this is what we're working with right now. So you've got Revavroom, you've got Peacherunt, you've got Kingdra, we've got Fezandipity, we've got Monkey Dory, and we've got Okidogi. For the most part, we pulled 20 Kingdra and 20 Revavroom. Everything in this set right now when it comes to the regular arts is basically bulk pricing with the exception of the Fezandipity. That's the one you want to watch right now. If you have extra Fezandipity, you may want to trade them off. Worlds is happening and next week. Local leagues are starting up without the Elite Trainer Box released yet, and without the booster bundles released yet. There is a smaller quantity of packs that are being opened. Usually you have the Elite Trainer Box already opened. Usually you already have it released, but because there was a delay, it's not being released. Not as many packs are being cracked. And because of that, Fezandipity right now selling for about $10. I think it's a little bit higher than that right now, and the quantity is going down quickly. This is expected to do well in competitive play, so a lot of players are kind of picking their copies up right now because of its flip the script ability. It does have some potential in competitive play, so it's doing fairly well. $10. Everything else is bulk. So if you look, Revavroom, we pulled 20. That means total, we pulled $40 worth of value out of those 1,000 packs when it comes to Revavroom EX. Peacherunt, we pulled 31. They only sell for bulk pricing, so $2 a piece. $62 total in value on that one. Kingdra EX we pulled 20 of at $2 a piece, $40 on that one. Fezandipity we pulled 31 of, which was actually really, really good, but those sell for $10 a piece. So your total value that we pulled was about $310. The Monkey Dory, we pulled 37 of those. Those are bulk pricing, so $74 of total value on that one. And the Okidogi, we pulled 31 also, so $2 a piece, $62 for your total value on that one. If we look at the full arts, these are just the full art Pokemon. We'll cover the full art trainers on the next slide. But these ultra rares, so the Fezandipity, also the most expensive one when it comes to the full arts. Your Fezandipity, we pulled 5 of those. Those are currently selling for about $15 a piece. Now remember, these values are a couple days old, so things have shifted. Things have changed a little bit. We'll cover the price drops on Friday. But total value, about $75 for that one. The Peacherunt full art, relatively cheap. There's relatively inexpensive cards if you don't want to crack a lot of Shrouded Fable. You want to save your money for Stellar Crown or maybe the Glory of Team Rocket set or the Eevee set or whatever set in the future is coming out. Some singles are fairly cheap, like good pricing right now. Peacherunt, $4 on that one, $24 of total value there. The Monkey Dory we pulled 3 of. That's selling for $3 right now, so relatively inexpensive on that one as well. $9 total value on that one. The Revavroom we pulled quite a few of. We pulled 11. That was the one that we pulled the most of. That's already down to bulk pricing. The full art Terra Pokemon just do not do well. $2 on that one. That means total value $22 for the Reveroom. The Okidogi we pulled 10 of at $5 a piece, total value of $50 on that one. And the Kingdra EX Full Art, we pulled 9 of those at $5 a piece, the total value on that one, $45. Here are the full art trainers, the ultra rares right here. Zerosic, we pulled 5 of those at $5 a piece. That's total value of $25. The Colress, relatively inexpensive right now, which is really nice. We pulled 6 of those at $4 a piece, so $24 in total value on that one. Janine's Secret Art is the most expensive full art supporter. We pulled 9 of those, which is good because that was the one that we pulled the most of for the full art supporters. $14 a piece is what those are selling for. So $126 in value on the Janine's Secret Art. And then the Cassiopeia, we pulled 8 of those, $5 a piece on that one. Relatively cheap again. $40 on that one, obviously way off of what the special illustration rare is selling for. We'll browse, we'll go through the illustration rares relatively quickly. The Duskull, Dusknor, or Duskull, Dusclops, Dusknor line doing pretty well. Some of the illustration rares doing extremely well. We pulled 4 of the Dusknor. Those were selling for $24 a piece a couple days ago. I don't know what they're at right now, but total value on those, $96. The Duskull we pulled 5 of at $21 a piece. That's $105. The Horsey we pulled 7 of at $15 a piece. That's $105 right there. The Dusclops we pulled 6 of at $13 a piece. That's $78. And the Houndoom we pulled 5 of those. That's one of the more expensive ones right now. $25 a piece on that one. $125 in total value for the Houndoom. The Zorua, we pulled 3 of those at $14 a piece for $42. The Monkey Dory, we pulled 6 of those. That one's doing better than I thought it would. Really cool color scheme on that one. $18 a piece on that one. $108 total value for the Monkey Dory. The Cresselia, we pulled 7 of. $15 a piece for the sale price on those. That means a total of $105 in value. The Okidogi, we pulled 4 of at $10 a piece. $40 in value on that one. And the Pheasantipity, we pulled 10 of those at $11 a piece. Total value pulled $110 on that one. The Beware, that one is down to $7, not doing as well as some of the other ones. We pulled 6 of those, so $42 total in value on that one. The Fracture is down to $9. We pulled 3 of those for a total of $27 in value. Tapu Bulu is the cheapest one right now, should continue to go down. We pulled 7 of those at $5 a piece, so $35 in total value on that one. The Persian is the most expensive illustration rare right now. Might continue to be that point. Very cool looking card. We pulled 6 of those. $39 a piece is what that is currently selling for the Persian. $234 in total value for that Persian. And then the Q-Font, the last illustration rare that we're going to look at, $10 a piece is what the Q-Font is selling for. We pulled 3 of them, so $30 in total value on the Q-Font. Here's your A-Specs right here. Nothing really to write home about. The Neutralization Zone is the most expensive one at $3 a piece. Unfortunately, we only pulled 18 of those. $54 in total value. The Poke Vital and the Dangerous Laser are both selling for $1 a piece, respectively, so only $25 and $15 in total value between those two. Then these special illustration rares. Here's the big one right here, the Cassiopeia. That's the only one over $100. At one point in time, it was over $200. It has dropped a lot. We only pulled 1 of those, so $127 is the total value that we pulled. The Okidogi is down to $44 for the special illustration rare. Total value, that means $44. The Pheasantipity is the one we pulled the most of. We pulled 5 of the Pheasantipity, and it's holding on extremely well. $84 is the total, or is the sale price on those. We pulled a total of 5 of them, so that's $420 of value for that Pheasantipity. The Peacher Run, we pulled 4 of. That one is down to $36 a piece, so $144 of total value. And the Monkey Dory, down to $35. That's the cheapest of the special illustrationers. We pulled 4 of them, so $140 of total value. Your gold cards, your hyper rares, Power Glass, we pulled 1 of each of these except for the Earthen Vessel, which is the only one we pulled 3 of. Power Glass is at $21, the Metal Energy at $14, the Darkness Energy at $12, and the Peacherunt at $18, and then the Earthen Vessel we pulled 3 of. That's the most expensive one, so it's good that we pulled the most of that one. $49 a piece is what that is selling for currently, or at least as of a couple days ago. $147 of total value for that one. So if you break this down and you look at your average based on pull rates, your average per box, the average amount that you're going to pull. So in order to get to 36 packs, you would basically have to buy like 9 of those King Gambit collection boxes, or you would have to buy 12 of those 3-pack blisters, somewhere to get that 36-pack average. But we like to go off of averages of a booster box sample size. So overall, we opened up 1,008 packs, which is the equivalent of 28 boxes. You get about 14.5 hits per booster box sample size. So very average with what we've got. The big difference is the hyper rares. That is 1 out of every 150 244 packs. We covered all this on Friday, so if you want to go watch Friday's video, that's the big difference right there. Everything else is very even with Twilight Masquerade as far as pull rates go. Your average price point, double rares are averaging at $3.33. Again, the Pheasantipity is the big one. You pull 6 per booster box sample size, so because of that, your average value per box is $20.22. Ace specs $1.67. 2 of them are $1. 1 of them is $3. Average per box, you're looking at $3.46. Average ultra rares selling for $6.20. You have a few that are above that $6.20 mark, like the Janine and like the Pheasantipity. You pull 2.57 per booster box. That means your average value per booster box is going to be $15.94. Illustration rares, you almost pull 3 per booster box, very close to 3, which is what we're used to through the Scarlet and Violet era. Your average price on those is $15.73. You could pull the Dusknoir line. You could pull the Persian, which would obviously up that price a little bit, or you could pull the Beware. You could pull the Tapu Bulu. Average per box is $46.07. Your average special illustration rare is $34.93 per box, and then your average hyper rares is $5.70 per box. Meaning per your total, if you open up 36 booster packs, you should be expected to average about $126.32 worth of value out of those 36 packs. You buy them for $3 a piece. $3.50 a piece, you're good. You pay more than $4 a piece, you're gonna lose money. And that's the expected way to go with Pokemon, unfortunately. So if we break all of this down, we open up 1,008 packs. Your cost at wholesale, so if you buy all these from distribution, which is what we were able to do, you're looking at $3,100 to open up about 1,000 packs. So roughly $3 a pack is pretty close to what it broke down to. Your cost at retail right now, I just use $5 for the retail price because the cheapest you can get is basically the mini tins, and you can find them cheaper than in stores, but I just went off of $5 a pack because that's the cost of mini tins. So $5,040 is your cost at retail. The total value of pulls, so if you add up everything we just covered, we pulled $3,491 worth of value when it comes to the ultra rares. That's not including any of the bulk. Now the bulk doesn't really have any value in this set. The Night Stretcher is probably the best of the trainer cards. It only sells for about $1 right now. Everything else is relatively inexpensive. So $3,491. You might be able to add on a few $100 extra for bulk, but we're just going to go off of the $3,491 as your value of pulls. Profit at wholesale. So if we bought all the packs at wholesale pricing, which we did, $3,100 is what we spent, we are looking at a profit of about $391. Now, unfortunately, we had to take one of every pull and put it in this lovely master set to give to one of you. So obviously, you subtract that off of you're losing money, and then you factor in fees, you factor in shipping, you factor in things like that. Anything that doesn't sell, and there's quite a few that haven't sold yet, brings this down quite a bit. So if you buy 1,008 packs at retail, $5,040, your value being $3,491, you are losing $1,549. So Fanny, when he went back and opened up 1,000, let's say you opened up 1,000 packs of XY base or Shrouded Fable back in the day, thinking that he would be able to open up packs and just sell the hits and then keep the bulk and build decks and things like that, I would have lost $1,549 in value if you look at it from a value perspective. So it's something that I like to kind of cover. I get questions all the time about, hey, can I just open up booster packs and then sell the contents, or even buying them at wholesale? I just want to, be a streamer, or I want to sell, do something like that. You're going to lose money. It's going to lose money. That's why it's more important to just open up a little bit, have fun with it, and then focus on buying singles. But this is basically a breakdown of what you're looking at if you open up a large amount of packs, or decide to, even with a set like Shrouded Fable, where it's not short printed, but short released at the beginning because of the delays in the Elite Trainer box, because of the late arrival of the booster bundles, not until September. Even with that, it's bad. So you're going to lose over $1,500 opening these at retail. We lost money just opening them at wholesale. So I thought that was good information to give. If you agree, please hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. It goes super far for the algorithm. But ultimately, just thank you for taking the time to listen to me ramble, talk shop about Pokemon. Love you guys. I really appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow with a stream. Until next time, guys. Peace.